be sure to follow so you know when we're live. And you get access to it. Be sure to follow all the social as well for the spicy memes. Blaster usually on point with those, as well as scheduling and all that.
Yeah. Definitely want to do that. Rez with a quick little look, and he is alone at the moment, so getting like that little... It usually shows the T side down when they get spotted like that. Like, ah, well, don't really want to rush when it's happening. And Twist getting more information. Again, I like NIP playing proactively on the CT side. I think it's good news.
You don't want to let the Navi just go ahead and get comfy and set the pace.
No, definitely not.
And Twist is... I mean, look at this. Twist is getting so much info.
Yeah, there comes a point where you could say it's too much if he keeps going, so I'm kind of happy that he stood still like that. I think this is great. If he kept pushing, that could really backfire. So that kill, though, taking down Flamey. Very, very good start here for NIP.
And if you're Boomich for now, this is nightmare.
Yeah.
You gotta worry about main being pushed in. He's gonna check. Oh, steps in. The angle doesn't work. Does not favor Twist. And Twist decides to back off. And this is actually correct. Just stay alive at that point. You know it's the bomb. Boomich is now cut off. Plopsky's still chilling out over here in Pop Dog, and that's Twist winning the duel versus Boomich. The bomb has been dropped. Means one of these players from Navi has to rotate back over there and pick that up. Perfecto and Simple both hightailing it over. And now Electronic alone, caught with the nade in his hand.
Yeah, everything blowing up. The bomb being dropped far back. They're getting pushed on. Yeah, Navi just going to be probably shaking their head saying, whatever, that was all around. That was not going to be working out anyway. Good shots coming in, but there's just no way it should be enough here. NIP would have to basically fight all the way through and not just play for time, which, you know, I think they were capable of doing just then. So good, I mean, good round out of NIP, and I don't think Navi are going to be super frustrated. Just going to say, oh, whatever, that was one of those rounds. So moving on.
Shake it off.
Yeah, exactly.
It's all you got to do right now if you're Navi. That's a tough one. Simple looking like he's hitting shots. That was a drive-by if I ever saw one. That was slick. But I guess they just didn't expect Plopsky to still be in Pop Dog. Plopsky basically didn't move from Pop Dog the entire round long, so just doing his thing. But that is Nip with a very strong start. Plopsky even going for the AUG, so we'll see how this plays out.
I like it.
Long range, scoped, rifle.
I actually really like the sort of the journey that the AUG has been on, because obviously, you know, it was super powerful and everyone was buying it at one point in time, and it was just, you know, it was because of how you're holding angles in this game was just so powerful against everything. And then when it got sort of adjusted again, it's like everyone ditched it, but a few players kept holding on to it, which I think is great. I like the idea that we could have like specialist players, like we have them with the AWP, but we just don't think about the idea that, you know, they could just as well be there with other weapons. So sure, I think the AUG has fallen into that category, which I think is kind of a success from a developmental point of view, I guess, from the game.
Nice dodge. Perfectly executed there by Rez. All three as well.
Feed me.
Feed that man money. He is reaching deep into the honey pot. And now that is going to be Twist finding Electronic. Simple takes out Knock in the meantime, and Simple still here, ready to lay waste.
For some reason, the only thing that popped into my mind was something like feeding me a stray kitten, which is just such a dark reference from American Psycho.
Oh, wow.
Psycho, yeah.
No, that's not American Psycho. That was...
What am I thinking of? Why am I
I'm just thinking...
Patrick Bateman. Why am I thinking... Why am I
that's Bateman, though. But Bateman is American Psycho, yeah.
Yeah.
But that was just the cards, you know. That was he's big on that scene.
Listen. You don't know what we're talking about. Don't think about it any longer.
No, go and watch the movie, and better yet, read the book.
Yeah, do one of those.
So sick.
People don't read books anymore, Semler, so just...
Dude, that book is fire.
They don't know what that is. Just forget about it. It's not going to happen. Get the audiobook.
There you go. Whatever you do these days.
Just something like that. Sumas. Just find a way. Third round. We got that AWP on Nork, and they still have the AUG on Plopsky. So, yeah, some good ranged weapons to try and take a fight here on Train, which is, I think, generally a good idea. Some smokes coming in. Ooh, perfect. Yeah, he's so ready. He's got the right. He knows that they want to keep pushing it. He sees the shadow. Pretty quick adjustment. And Plopsky with 2 in return. So, an even trade here is Simple will take down Plopsky. And it's a 3-on-3. So, I don't know. Still plenty of time. Navi would love to win this early round here and bring it right back.
Oh, if only. This would be the strong one, because now Simple is going to be leading the way. Catches Knock out in the open completely. Knock on his ass there. That was a rough one. And so Simple now, he's going to be able to take point, and he can even catch out another one. Yep, sure enough, gets a headshot on Hampus. It's all on Twist now. 1v3. He realizes Simple, the land shark, is making his way around, and he is going to get completely flanked. That is it. Simple with a magnificent round. 4 frags for him, and Navi on the board.
That was well done. I mean, it was kind of a sort of a weird round after the initial exchange, where they were just sort of like slowly walking, like taking their time there. They had plenty of time as well, Navi. So, I mean, credit to them for being able to do that. But yeah, man, plus if you would have had that 3rd kill, that's the round 1, right?
This is the one where I'm wondering what was Nock doing. Just swinging wide out there.
Well, the smoke down towards Ivy had just gone up, so maybe he was thinking, well, I've got teammates here, and then they got smoked off, and he's like, oh, I don't. So,
fair enough, yeah, fair enough.
Could have been something like that.
That really puts him in a bind, though. You can see NIP now going for the force buy, not wanting to let Navi run away with this. And rightly so. I mean, dude, if Simple's hit the ground running here, he's got 6 frags. The only other guy who's got kills on his team is Perfecto with 2. Simple, we know he's quick enough to hit this frag. Oh, the flick just over the shoulder. Doesn't quite connect. Perfecto trying to make his way out as well. A little bit of information gained there as Electronic to find Twist. And a man advantage for Navi. Nip still with 3 players alive on the A site.
Yeah, that was Twist trying to push forward down towards Ivy. And I mean, I don't think this is currently working out for them in this particular round. But I still like what it says about NIP and their mentality of sort of keeping up the fight, keeping up the pressure, you know. It does sort of, you know, fall apart a little bit for them in this round, but I still think it's the kind of mentality I'd love to see. So I don't want to criticize it. I don't want to talk them out of it. Keep it up, NIP, but not when you have this low money though. This is the problem. Eventually you do run out, so Navi tie up the scoreline already in the 4th round into the 5th one, and even build a pretty good amount of money behind it. 1 flashbang on the res. Single one.
And everything, right? It's all a dream behind that flash. And, well, this is why you don't stop.
Yeah.
Like, why am I not going anywhere? Oh, right. My teammate stopped in front of me. Brown Halls, and it's going to be the push here from Navi. Looks like they don't want to waste any time at all. Already applying the pressure. Simple going to find Twist. And that's Con cleared here. NIP now just left out to hang. And, well, that's not exactly a big deal for them. USPs across the board. This was as hard Nico as you can get, apart from Rez with the $200 spend on the flash.
Yeah, I mean, it's all fine. You know, you take a risk in some of these rounds.
It's just one of those rounds. All right, so Anders, have you ever heard of Meat Canyon?
I haven't.
Yeah, YouTube comics. That's what I was thinking of when it was like reaching into the honeypot.
You're going to have to show me.
Come here, Christopher Robin.
You're going to have to show me. You know, I spend my time differently on YouTube, I find, than most other people. So, you know,
true.
Like, I need introductions.
It's a wild place.
Yeah. This is, it is. 3-2 though. Navi winning that round fairly easily. I would love it. You know, we've got plenty of time up here in the dungeon, Semler, so just, you know, you can make a playlist, send it to me, we'll figure it out.
Oh, yeah.
Oh. Well, they got rifles back. Some fairly limited grenades on the NIP side. No diffuse kit or anything. So, man, this is rough. If Navi play it slow, and we know that they generally do, then you're not going to have a lot to defend with left if you're on the CT side here.
And this is what I was waiting for. The aggression coming in here from main. It is going to be the flash in. Perfecto, just like a top banana. He was ready, turned away from the flash. That's all he's waiting for. The flash goes in, he whips around, takes their heads off, and Electronic is going to catch Twist trying to make a play in Ivy. It's just not meant to be for NIP this round. Navi are looking fantastic. They're ready for him, Anders. They're ready.
Yeah, you're absolutely right. In fact, the fact that they have been playing the same way in team main like that a couple of times now, like the anti-flash position and everything, sort of suggests that they've been studying NIP a little bit here. So that could be. I mean, maybe that's a sign for NIP as well. Maybe they should start to think, hold on, they really know what we're doing. So I don't know. Time to change it up and try and play a slightly different game. Not only losing this round, though, I mean, also, that's 4 of the rifles wiped out, and Navi have only lost Boomich. So this is such an incredible turnaround here from Navi. Mm-hmm. And I mean, this is one of the maps where, like one of the few maps left where you actually can get into trouble on the T side and really get sort of locked down. But so I'd say 4-2 already is pretty damn good. See if it's going to continue though. He maybe even could have got flashed out. He actually wasn't playing as far back as I was imagining, so the flashbang just went deep. If that had been like right at the edge, maybe they win that one.
That's the thing. Sometimes it's just a pixel that makes the difference.
Yeah.
Well, didn't work out that time, but Navi, again, back to the basics for them. They're expecting some kind of shenanigans coming in here from NIP, and so they sit and wait, hold angles, and there it goes. Pays off for Perfecto. Catches Twist with a bullet to the face. And so a man advantage now for Navi in this anti-eco. 4-2 for Navi on the T side of train at the very beginning.
Yeah.
That's looking really good for Navi. They've got to be feeling so good because they've not only that, got the score line going their way. They've got two guys sitting at above $10,000 right now in the bank. Their money is fantastic.
So rich.
So rich. Just flush. So now, I mean, that sets everything up here for Navi. The path to success is very clear indeed, and they are just playing this very patiently.
Again, you know, NIP probably aren't really dreaming so much of winning around like this, but shots like that, that's what you want. A little bit of damage, take something away from them, make sure that they don't just keep building and building. So, like to see it. 40 seconds. Bomb outside of T-spawn, and oh, Plopsky, what a win from him. First shot was magnificent, but that was, again, him just taking matters into his own hands. Trying to be the playmaker. A follow-up from Rez, taking down Flamey. What a disaster for Navi. Now, all of a sudden, they're in a, well, forget about that, a 1 versus 4, and with 20 seconds left, I can't even believe it. NIP should not be winning this round, and yet here we are.
What is going on? And do they find the AWP? That's what we got to keep an eye on. No! We'll see in a second, I guess.
What a ridiculous round. I can't believe it.
I want to see if they save that op, if he managed to find it in the end or not. I think he must have been able to find it. Double op now in play. Yeah. That's it. Wow. They did manage to find it because Twist has got so much money in the bank. So loads of firepower now for both of these teams. Navi, man, you have got to be kicking yourself at that point. Flamey in particular. You're walking around corners that haven't been cleared, and you don't have your gun out. I mean, that's a freebie that just throws everything completely out of whack. And so now NIP have been given a perfect chance to come back into this half. And Navi, it feels like Inferno again, where it's Navi lose a couple rounds that they kind of shouldn't, and then they start to look shaky, and then it gets into it. I mean, that was one round. We're not going to completely write this off just yet, but still, Navi need to keep it together. NIP, if you give them a chance, they're going to get right back in this.
It's one round, but I mean, you know, as you mentioned, a double op setup. If NIP can win a couple of rounds here and keep that alive, it's just such an incredible tool to have. So we'll see. I actually like what it's trying to do, be really aggressive and try and get down the ladder. You can sometimes beat the CTs there, so nice idea, but he did get punished for it. Although Nork and Hampers are both very low on health here. So we'll see if that's going to be an issue. Certainly for any kind of a retake, that could be really rough here. Deep AWP back there on Nork, so he's got this lineup, and I don't know, they have a couple of flashbangs. They could probably flash him off that position, so I expect he's going to be falling off it, but no. He's still sticking around, and the flashbang does nothing. He's not hitting the shot, though. Rez will instead before he goes down. And now 30 seconds there, getting close to the bomb site. Nice shot, taking down Boomich and dropping the bomb on the site. That's going to buy so much time for the rest of the show up. Flamey drops next to Twist, and now it's all simple. 23 seconds, he picks up the 1 kill and an AK to try and switch it out. He's got 3 more kills in about 15 seconds. I am not buying it. He may be very, very good at this, but that's just too much to handle, isn't it? He's going to get the 1, and Hampers will shut him down. So, brave effort. They're saving both the AWPs, and man, NIP, that 1 round with the Deagles, let's see how long, how much of a road that's going to give them here.
Oh, Navi are going to be flipping out here, man. Mentally, if you've given up these 2 rounds, you are so frustrated. You get out onto the site, you get the opening kill on Rez. Boomich decides to sack himself, and it all spins out from there. And when you say it's all on simple, all I'm thinking is same as it ever was. Same as it ever was.
Here we go again.
Here we go again. And so, not going to miss that shot there, Hampus. He's just going to be too clean on that. But, yeah, you can see these are crazily important rounds now that NIP have managed to pick up back-to-back. And now you can see Navi's bank that they were so fond of, gone. It's been it's taken a real hit, and Nip are back in, very much back in this first half. And so just like that, in the span of 2 rounds, we can have a complete change of the situation, and NIP are now looking very good. Tied up 4-4. Navi still with a bye. They can still afford the AWP for simple, and so I mean, this is by no means an easy round for Nip, but look at this change of pace. Boom, it's straight down Pop Dog, hoping for that aggression, but this time Nip played it safe.
Yeah, didn't want to go for the fight right away. Big chance.
Clever.
Instead, Hampus, he was sneaking all the way down Ivy, and he got caught by Simple, so yeah, it works out the opposite. It could have just as well been not getting that kill, and maybe Hampus would have relaxed his aggression over on that side. Interesting stuff. Twist was trying to push Ivy earlier, and it seems like Navi are well aware that is a potential for some aggression. Rez, he saw them jumping, and they failed to jump, and he still somehow did not win the fight, so he's going to be a little bit frustrated, you have to assume. 3 versus 4, and again, NIP, they're not out of the woods yet. They need to keep winning these rounds.
Oh man, and Boomich is now out. Does they realize that Twist is going to be able to find Electronic, but Boomich, he can catch Nock blindsided completely here. Nock has no idea that they have already made it out onto the site. This should be an easy kill for Boomich, but he misses it. Nock survives with 7 HP, and now Simple's wondering what the hell does he have to do? Die.
Yeah, just try and do it all, man. I can't believe it. I have no idea. He clearly did not know that someone was close by. He was already half health there. AK versus AWP. I would love to see that shot from Nock's point of view. Boomich is going to be upset for sure.
Oh, without a doubt. That's got to be a freebie for Boomich. Navi right now, that's 3 back-to-back rounds that they've just been done dirty.
Yeah.
It just has not gone their way. And so, man, insanely frustrating. No bomb plant either. So their money's going to be a bit questionable. This is a tough one now. Look at Threat Space says it all. Threat Space says it all.
Nice.
Nice.
That's real good. Fans are loving it. Threat in disbelief. Pistol's back on the Navi side at a 4-5 scoreline. 10th round is coming at you. Boomich running around. I don't know if they can. I mean, Popsky, if they would just stop throwing grenades, you can probably hear what's happening right underneath him. But there's so much chaos. I'm so worried. There's the kill that he's going to find. He's going to spin around and do a good job. That all serving him absolutely beautifully at the moment. 3 quick kills from him. He was in a dangerous position for a minute there, but it feels like maybe they've managed to calm things down.
This should be stabilizing for NIP here, without a doubt. Yep. Simple gonna get caught. That's Twist finding 2 in the end. And 6 rounds on the board now for NIP. A quick round of eco there for Navi. And Plopsky, yeah, dude. This is just the dance. It all works out perfectly for him. This one in particular. Just spicy.
This could be such a different scoreline right now if you just, you know, if you just change a couple of little things. That Deagle round, I mean, again, that set them up in such a different way.
What is Perfecto buying?
He's just hanging out.
What's going on here?
Ah, there we go.
All right. Well, okay then. This is a buy.
He was doing shopping the way my wife does it sometimes.
Just taking your time.
Takes a while.
Yeah, that's good. Yeah, first time out of the house in months, Anders. Just stretching those legs a little bit, stretching those wings.
Problem is, she's watching the stream, I think, so.
Hello.
I might regret it, but well, worth it, you know.
Live a little.
Flovsky down to 70, so that's really the only action we've seen so far. But right now, 2 people in the B-bomb site defending. Not really able to help each other out there on the NIP side. They're like, the kind of position they have right now, they can easily get isolated. So, I don't know, it's always difficult trying to defend B, but you can at least have some setups where it's a little bit more likely. I guess Hampus could fall back and then maybe he would be fine. It's just so risky. Like, if Nork gets flashed back from this position, chances are he'll get smoked off as well, and Hampus will be on his own, unless he also falls back and they just try and retake, but we'll see.
We'll have to find out. We got the full execute coming in here in a moment. Nades are raining in, and a little bit of a hiccup. A little bit of noise being made, but this is it. They are out. Nock hits the headshot. Perfect. Dodges that flash and gets the job done. Hampus going to get overwhelmed by that Tech 9 point blank. And we have a man advantage now for Navi. Bomb, for once, it's going to get planted, Anders.
Twist coming in. Ooh, is that going to lure them back in? Because I think that was NIP on save mode. And then when you get a kill and you make it a 3-on-3, you think, maybe we could. It feels like that might be what's happening here. Simple, though. He's looking for it, and he's so on point right now. You can absolutely feel it. Another shot to take down Plopsky. He saw Twist. He's trying to shoot him. Meanwhile, flashed. He's so outrageous. It'll be Flamey instead to get the kill. Nice round out of Navi. I've got to give it to Nork, though. That was some Counter-Strike art. Like, he not only did he got flashed, and instead of falling all the way back, which is like a perfectly common reaction, he just, goes onto the train. And he probably thought, I could just have this kill, but he's going to turn around for the next. This is very hard to do. What a great play from Nork, but it wasn't enough, but I still think it was cool.
I love that word, outrageous. It just sums it up perfectly. Yeah, why wouldn't Simple hit this shot blind? Oh, that one there where he misses it. I thought he was going to hit that too, and it was just going to be absolutely ludicrous. Or outrageous.
It was there, wasn't it?
It's good, man. Dude, he is so exciting to watch.
Yeah. Well, still, after quite a while.
Tactical timeout here, getting called by NIP. And, well, I guess you got to decide at some point to try and stop the bleeding. That has been over very quickly, and we are going to be into the thick of things. And keep in mind, that was a weird buy coming in from Navi. That was kind of a Hail Mary kind of attempt to just stop Nip from running away with it, and it worked for Navi. So it's 5-6. They're still trailing on their T side, but now it's Nip who are going for the play.
Got 2 MP9s. Is there any way in which they're not going to try and be aggressive with those?
Again,
there being point again, holding the bomb site with an MP9, I feel like you should go for it.
Yeah. I mean, you can see they may have a play here. Main, Pop Dog, they're thinking about it. There is going to be some action here from Hampus. Just charges in, and Perfecto, well, he takes his head off.
That's at least the 3rd time that they've just very, very successfully defended against that kind of a push. Again, either they're just naturally good at it, or they've studied how NIP do this and feel like they know what they're doing. Also, I think to do that, to try and have that 4-man presence at A and be aggressive, they left Plopsky alone with a Deagle in B, so that's a bit rough.
Plopsky just seems to get the short end of the stick by rote.
I know,
right? Yeah, it's just kind of his role. If anybody is going to get shafted, it's Plopsky.
But it is also kind of like a cool recognition of the fact that he's like a strong player, You don't typically do that with the players you feel like, can handle it. So I guess there is some kind of love in there as well. Nice shot from Nork. He's out in the middle of nowhere. He should be dead in about a second. He's trying to find one more kill. Oh, now they know. They heard that AWP go off, and they wonder. He gets another one. Rez with the MP9, and yeah, that's a teammate. Don't want to be shooting him. I can't believe Nork is still alive. How is he living through this? He should have been dead 10, 15 seconds ago, and finally Simple takes him down, but the rest of the team is gone, and now they need to just not fight. Yeah, well, they get the kill, but otherwise leave him alone. There's 30 seconds left. What a round out of Nork. He is such a god.
And they saved the second AWP at the end there.
Yeah.
Oh, that's so big, Anders. Their money was tight, and they picked that up. That's unreal. But again, this round is insane from Nog.
How is he not dying?
Well, how does Simple not die there? I mean, Simple hits that first shot. Again, Simple just keeps missing these shots, and it feels like he misses by a pixel. I mean, the first one, okay, but then the second one, when the man on the train, he takes that shot, I'm thinking he hit that one too. But he just somehow it doesn't connect. So outrageous. Again, steal your word.
Well, we've got a little bit of a force, kind of, from Navi. Sorry, not at least a perfect buy, and they're kind of getting shut down. It's a scout on Simple. It's Galil in play. So it's a Tech 9. I appreciate the fact that they actually wanted to get out really quickly out onto the A yard there and just rush it through, but it didn't work out. So
it's gonna come back to bite them.
Yeah, in a big way. That's all of their money, and NIP could actually end up with. I mean, if NIP end up with 10 rounds here, I feel like that'd be heartbreaking for Navi, because they've really played a good T side. So we'll see. 13th round, and surely they're not going to be allowed much of anything.
I mean, double op running into that, you definitely shouldn't. Boomich is going to go with the scout. We'll see if that works out for him or not. Probably not, considering Hampus is up close with the MP9. He is traded 1-for-1, but Rez is here, and it's a full rotation. 4 players alive. Nock has got the angle. Molly's going to force him, and this is going to result in a bomb plant. I mean, small wins, I guess. Small wins, right?
In a 5-on-3, yeah, I'd say that's not bad. I mean, now the next thing would obviously be getting a bunch of kills here, but he's going to get found out. Plopsky able to take him down. So 8 rounds on the board for NIP.
It's as if Navi just want to make this as difficult as possible for themselves. Because now it's, you know, double AK, double AWP. You know, just how can we power up this NIP? Polofsky just needs to hand that AK over to Hampus and just get an AUG, and then it's just the Super Saiyan CT defensive side, right? Just wrecking house.
It's true. I mean, it is really, really helping them out. And I think I was saying on Inferno just before how it was nice to see not like the classical Navi type game where it's simple doing everything, but this one is one of those games. He's got 17, and no, I mean the other two top fraggers on Navi right now are Perfecto and Flamey at 7 kills each. So 7 to 17 is like that's a bit of a gap. He's doing a lot simple.
He is getting quite a bit done. But again, same thing at Inferno. He had to end that map. He had to put an end to it at the end, got the last few rounds under his belt, and while here we see him on train doing a whole lot of work for Navi, but it isn't quite enough. 5 rounds on the board for Navi, 8 for NIP. And, well, it is going to be the half buy coming in here for Navi in this round. So if there was a chance now for the rest of his teammates to just YOLO themselves into a site, just yeet and go, now is it. And you can see they're setting up now. Mollies, flashes, smokes, and
He can't really see much of anything. Hampus missing the spray, and he's going to go down. Take 9 by Boomich. He wants that gun recovered. Oh, and Simple hitting a headshot on Plotsky. What a disaster for NIP right now. Not able to get the flick in. This should not be happening. They're going to get a bomb plant, and actually, they get a couple of kills with the AWPs, but you're retaking a bomb site with 2 AWPs, and that is generally not a good idea. We'll see in a 3-on-3 right here if it's going to be working out. I feel like NIP got to be careful. They get baited into giving up these rifles. There's one of them, straight headshot on Flamey. Simple again. And now Twist, he's in the middle of the site. He has to keep fighting. And I don't know if he's going to get the chance. Flamey will take him down. NIP lose all of the rifles. And Navi get a round that they probably should not have had. But man, just one little thing at the beginning there. Miss spray. And the whole thing falls apart.
And Flamey just so pleased with that. Knock looking like a Stone Cold killer, as usual. Flamey, I mean, that is such a monster round for Navi to win. A half-buy round. Yeah. You get the bomb plant. You're already thinking, we got a bomb plant. We're going to get that bonus money. And then, you know, it starts swinging your way, and you get it done. 6-8. Navi still trailing on the T side, but this is, I mean, look at this. This fantastic buy for Navi. Everything they could want. And then it's a force coming in from NIP, essentially. Nicely done by Rez, though. He was so quick into Pop Dog. He catches Boomage, and it's a man advantage for NIP.
I mean, NIP just a second ago were running for that 10-5 scoreline, so the fact that Navi managed to put a stop to it with that round is really, really good. And oh, look at this preparation here. Flamey wanted to keep going and nearly gets Hampus, but nearly doesn't really cut it. It's 4 versus 3 now, favoring NIP. See if they could get that 9th round on the board.
Oh, tempting. A very tempting smoke there for Twist. Kind of dancing on the edge of it. Might not be perfect, and he might be able to take advantage of that. All 3 remaining players for Navi making their way through Ivy, and yep, sure enough, right on the edge. He's going to take that headshot on Electronic. Decides to jump through. Sets it up for Plofsky, who's going to get traded, but it's still a 1v2 Perfecto. He's got the bomb, but he's got 50 seconds on the clock, and he's got to somehow get in there.
Did Twist jump through the smoke to underhand a decoy, which then set up... I just don't even know what just happened. Why does he have a decoy? It's very confusing. There's
a lot of questions in life, Anders, to which we're just not going to get answers, huh?
Yeah, well, 30 seconds left here for the final round of the first half, and I don't know, Perfecto. This is asking way too much, and especially going slowly like this, almost like you just have to... You need the first kill. Make it a one-on-one. Try and do that as early as you can, and then maybe you could go for the bomb plant. But 15 seconds, he's sneaking around and also being snuck upon. Well, not really sneaking. There's the kill that he needed. 10 seconds left, and, well, a no-scope would do it, but Rez is right on top of him, and he's just going to be knocking on the door, surely. Oh, there it is. He actually let him have the bomb, and he let him have the hope that it would work out in his favor. I don't know if that was just a little bit of a misstep or if it was just pure yield from Rez. But regardless, they win the round and make it 9-6 in their favor at the end of it. So job well done for NIP. I like it. They had a bit of redemption at the end. We're going to go to a break, and then we'll be right back. Scoreline at the end of the half, but Navi managed to sneak in a cheeky round over at the B bomb site. So 9-6 it is, and I think this pistol round for once actually could be kind of important. to decide who's going to be taking it away. Obviously, Navi winning the first map on Inferno. So if they win this one too, it would be a 2-0, which would be that would surprise me. I think both these teams have shown a lot of promise. I think they're, you know, even the scores on the first map sort of suggest that, yeah, they're kind of neck and neck right now. So we'll see what they could do. It looks like a bit of a setup here. They've got 2 smokes, 2 flashbangs, and 1 Molotov. So NIP off to the races.
And on the Redemption's path now, although Electronic, oh, he backs off just as they go through. Sometimes that's just the way it goes in CSGO. Unfortunate, but Electronic, he's going to redeem himself. He finds 1 shot on Twist. It's going to be a trade. Nock just lighting it up. He has really come alive for the Ninjas towards the end of that first half. And going into the second, he is just popping. And this is a fantastic pistol round for NIP. Never letting go of the W key. Just running out onto that A site, flooding it.
Yeah, good. I mean, good smokes to try and nullify essentially the advantage that the USB has at range otherwise. So yeah, I'd like to see it. Cool stuff coming out. Oh wow, that is so quick. Very, very cool. 10-6, and double scout as a response is kind of a classic on train, and I feel like more often than not it does not work out. But now one of them is on simple, so I feel tempted to say go for it.
Simple sitting with 20 frags. The next player on his team is at 10. So maybe Simple can get that job done. Unfortunately for him, NIP have not chosen to rush B or anything right now. They are spread out across the map, and in fact, Hampus has made his way out on towards that A site. He's getting very close to finding an opening to use against this CT side right now. Oh, this is getting a bit awkward.
Yeah, it is, and I mean also because Boomage is running out of bullets eventually, so Flamey goes down. It's one of the scouts out of the mix down towards Ivy. And oh no, Boomage sneaking up and taking down Hampus. That's a really important kill. Now Twist trying to run him down, and no headshots for Simple, so he's going to be dead as well. 4 on 3, and I don't think Defector could do this on his own. Deagle, yeah, well, especially not now. But even if they come the other way, it would have been a tough fight for him. Wow.
Yeah, that's just the way it goes. Boomage, sometimes it works and you can be the smoke criminal, and sometimes it just doesn't. And
sometimes your legs are sticking through because you're on a ramp, so.
Look at my legs.
Exactly. Well, they're going to try and take the scout. Fair play to Electronic. I mean, you might as well. But good stuff here for NIP, not letting go of the lead that they've built themselves. So it's going to be 11-6, and Navi won't really be able to do anything in the next round either. So there's a real chance later that NIP could really build a nice lead.
Some things never change, Anders. You know, CZ is just that good. Have rifle? Nah, use pistol.
Exactly.
Just that much better.
Just gotta do it.
And, you know, just one-shot headshot them. Get rid of them all. And so, wow, NIP right now, let's see it. There's a bit of pressure. Threat looking just a little bit concerned.
I mean, it is a good lead that they've got right now. I feel like they should be feeling somewhat confident. And even the first time Navi will pick up rifles here on the CT side, it's not going to be that impressive, right? Like, they're going to be missing. I think Simple looks like he'll have the AWP, but they're not going to have everything they want, I think. So, I don't know. This is interesting. If they get to like 12 or 13 rounds here, NIP, that should be enough. Nork with a kill for the smoke. A good way to start off the 18th round. And again, that scout's the only thing they really have to worry about, I think. Maybe not even anymore. Yeah,
it's not even looking like that. They are just powering through now. NIP just looking better and better. The flank coming in for Boomich, and he's been doing a good job of finding these angles. He did it on Inferno a bunch as well. Rez is there to trade him instantly, but Perfecto catches Twist. Still, that's just the scout. And goodbye. Hampus going to get a little bit of that moolah with that MAC-10. And so now, yeah, scratch your heads and get the job done here, gentlemen, so we can go to a third map, which will be Mirage.
Yeah. Yeah, focus. That's what it's really about. Let's see. Navi picking up M4s. No, this is pretty good. I thought it would be a little bit worse on the grenade side, but I think this is pretty respectable. So, fair play, maybe lacking some head armor for the MAC-10 could be a problem on 3 of them. Not doesn't have to be, but you know, sometimes you get unlucky. Ground.
And the HE goes in. Pop Dog not overly aggressive in Pop Dog at the beginning. Instead, it's simple. Posted up close with that AWP. He's got the angle. And he's quick enough. Drops Rez. And once again, Simple making the difference here for Navi, giving them the edge in this important round. And now if you're Nip, that's a little bit unfortunate, a little bit frustrating. You still have the nades, but you were really hoping to find an opening kill here to make life easier for yourself in this round.
I wonder, would they have, maybe they thought Simple couldn't get the scout, maybe they were like, they've had a fair few scouts, or sorry, the AWP, so maybe that's why they went for that kind of peek. It's hard to know. 55 seconds though, and still Navi with a one-man lead here, the defensive side. Cross of smokes and Molotovs down at Ivy to set up Twist, and he's actually going to go right through their own smoke. That's really interesting. Simple though, he sees it coming, he knows what's happening here, and he'll drop Twist, so now they're in even more trouble because Twist was meant to be the guy sort of flanking them as they were heading for this B bomb site. Popsky with a nice headshot. Still the bomb gets dropped, and I think this might be the end of the road. Simple showing up for yet another kill. And gonna be 3 in the round for him so far. The fact that, I mean, Twist really had a big role to play in sneaking through there. And if I'm Twist, I'm thinking, why on earth is he holding that? Like, we just smoked it off. Like, the fact that I went through the smoke is actually, it's a cool mind game from NIP. That's the kind of, that's a pretty deep sort of level of trickery going on, but it wasn't enough. Got to get up even earlier than that to catch Simple.
Oh, that is definitely not an easy task. You're going to be sitting there for a while. I mean, I'm just looking at the scoreline from the last time these two teams played on Train. It was 16-3 for Navi. And that was back in Cologne, not too long ago. But Navi already doing better than that. So, you know, you got to look for the positives, Anders. You know, always the small victories. And then you got Simple, right, to bring you the big victories.
Yeah, winning that. Oh, he's going to go through. He wants it so bad. I think he actually might have run into a grenade or something inside of the smoke there. It looked like maybe he got halfway blocked, but he's still alive. Electronica on the other hand. Bullet to the face by Hampus. See if he could join in. That's just incredibly annoying. Trying to relocate around the back line. Nice shot from Rez. And that gives them the bomb site. Can they make anything off it, though? They have plenty of time. It's a 3-on-3. Anyone's round at the moment.
And that smoke is just impeccable. Now that keeps Simple on the other side. He's jumping, hoping that he's going to spot some information here. But Rez already ready. Yep, perfect. Gets that flank on Flamey, who rotated through CT. Simple has that information now, though, so he knows that he's got a man at his back. Hoping to make the play onto the site. Hampus holding close, though, drops him. And this is going to put Nip at 13 rounds and within striking distance now of picking up this map. Money is not terrific for Navi. Although they had built up a bit of the loss bonus, and it doesn't get removed. I mean, that's not anything new, but
yeah, no, you're right. Like, at least there's a little bit maybe, but man, this is rough. I mean, Rez is not the first time he's done that, walking into the B bomb site and just executing perfecto down there. So I don't know. Maybe that's a sign for Navi to sort of say you should have someone maybe that's going to help out Perfecto at that point in time. Ooh, and that was 4x3 from Boomich maybe, or just, I don't know, the gun model blocking Rez, I'm not sure.
Couldn't find the op though, Anders.
Yeah, well, winning the round has got to be good enough.
Winning the round is for sure
just enjoy that.
A big deal. But I mean, that's...
Like, that right there is a symptom of playing the bomb side alone. And again, almost all teams have a player that's dedicated to it, but if you're having a game, or if you're up against someone like Rez right now who's saying, well, you know what, I'll take this fight and win it, then something has to change. 6-round gap. 13-7 here.
Oh, this is going to get spicy. Right after Pop Dog. Simple takes down Rez to start. Knock! Gonna drop Boomage. That was so close. But Simple still alive in the final boss. You have yet to drop him. He's saved by Electronic in the end. And it's all on Hampus. Just like that. Nip, we're trying to change up the pace.
I don't know. There's 3 people around him. They're right on top. Jumping down, in fact. Oh, no. That's risky. But Simple will be there to get the kill. He's up to 27 kills now. He does not want to let go of this. He's saying it's going to be a 2-0, boys. I'm bringing it home.
That would be such a monster performance from him. But that would be what we expect from Simple, right?
Go for it. I mean,
he is that kind of boss. So now, yeah, a little bit of pressure here applied to Nip. It's not like Navi are not within striking distance. They're on the CT side of Train after all, taking control. NIP.
Yeah. They got that one hero AK on Hampus. I like it. Again, I just think the spirit with which NIP has played this game so far, you know, staying aggressive, you know, on the CT sides, even when they've been behind, still trying to find a way to be the sort of playmaking team. I just love all of that, so I appreciate this. I'm assuming there's going to be a flashbang or something going through. Twist has got one. There's a Molotov setup, and yeah, then they should be going, or the grenade, though. That is devastating. Right on top of 3 players. One of them with that AK, and now a little bit of a setup for himself here. Perfecto, he's got some backup as well. Simple further on behind him with the AWP, but Perfecto doing really well this time. And a missed chance, actually. Simple not able to hit that shot, so at least there's a bomb plant here for NIP, which I'm not sure that's quite enough here, but it's something.
Ooh, knock! Oh, he gets the rifle, and he's back to the site. This is big. Now Rez and Knock can both play off of each other. As I say that, though, unfortunately for them, there's only so many angles they can watch. And they are both focused, expecting everybody from Navi to be making their way over from the CT side of things. Instead, it is going to be Boomich once again. I'm getting some, it's like hints of get right from Boomich. For whatever reason, just look behind you, because that's where Boomich has been on these past 2 maps. Always flanking on Inferno, always flanking on Train. Boomich is the one stabbing them.
I mean, he's definitely a very, very interesting player to watch. You know, I think he's one of those players where when he is, you know, put on a leash and doesn't get to do those things, it's way, for me at least, way worse watching Navi. I much prefer him to be slightly crazy in that sense. So
just getting in there.
Yeah, try, you know, be the X factor that's very, very hard to like just predict. I think that's always going to be annoying to play against. 23rd round, 13-9. 4-round gap. It was just a 6-round gap. Now we're up to 4, and it's closing quickly. NIP don't have the money to keep fighting this. They did get the bomb plant. That's kind of nice, but there's still much to be decided here if you're NIP. And I mean, the further that that gap closes, the more you're going to start to think, oh no, like this is our map, and now we're not so sure. And we're playing against this version of Simple, which no one, you know, likes to do.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, there's 20 frags difference between Simple and Electronic. You know, if Electronic starts to wake up a little bit here, he had a bit of an off first map on Inferno, but he kind of recovered himself a little bit towards the end.
True.
He's kind of having a similar performance here on Train. If Electronic shows up to the party, things are going to get real rough for Nip if Simple is playing like this. So let's see. There's Simple once again. Takes down Plofsky. Let's see. 30 bomb, maybe. Gonna get another shot at it. She's just trying to go for the wall bang. Sure, why not? Come on, Simple. Give us the 30, man. Come on, man.
It's been stolen. Electronic. You were asking for him to step it up, and he's got to get 2 kills here at least. So that's something. That shot from Simple actually saved Perfecto. He was getting swung on by that AK-47. Could have easily taken him down. So, you know, not all kills are equal in that sense. Sometimes, you know, you get to save a teammate too. It's brilliant. So, Twist in a 1 versus 4 with a Deagle. Certainly be one for the highlight for the books if he could do it. But with 15 seconds, I actually don't think it is doable. So I'll take it all back. It can't be done. But he can still impress us with the Deagle. We like it.
Sure. This is the one, yeah. And it looked like Simple was just going to hold the angle as well once they had him boxed,
yeah,
not push. I was about to say, this is where you have 10 seconds left, and you are pushing him with an up. Maybe not do that, you know? Maybe not give them a rifle that they may desperately need. But it's looking like we get a timeout here called. And a good moment for it on Nip's side. They need to figure out what it is that they need to do to change things up here and just end this map. As you said, I mean, they had a fantastic lead going. They were looking super solid.
Yeah, they really were. I mean, hopefully that's something that's not in the back of their minds right now. But I mean, part of the work of being a professional player and a great team, which I think NIP absolutely are, is trying not to have those thoughts pop into your head, right?
Sure.
Because when you start thinking about that, it's probably done. So so just, you know, remember whatever the plan is for the T side of Train here. Again, we know they played it a lot and they're good at it. So let's just see. Still a 3-round lead now for the first time in a couple of rounds. They actually have money to buy on the NIP side. So maybe that's the thing that they need. Try and bring this one home, or at least bring us onto a 3rd map.
Indeed. Mirage would be fun between these 2 teams as well.
Yeah. We won it.
Think of what Simple could do if he's got this kind of performance right now on Mirage.
Maybe, but the thing is, like, most people who are good at opening don't like opening on Mirage for some reason. Like, it just, I don't know. I actually imagine if Simple, if we go there, Simple would be playing not with a... Oh, imagine she's going to say no. Oh, that's...
What? And he still gets it.
He could have been dead running a... I don't know. That's wild.
What's the play here, Boomich? He's trying to just hear any little info that he can right now. He's in a perfect position. If the rotation comes through from Brown Halls, he's going to be here to listen for it. Twist and Rez kind of taking their time about it.
I like the listening part. I don't understand the HE part. Like, if he hears somebody's going to throw the grenade at them.
Just take him with
That's
him.
just going to get him killed, isn't it?
Yeah. I'm not going out alone. And now he's got the AK. Now he's in position to hold this. Oh, the spot from Twist. It's a little bit of info gained here for NIP. About 35 seconds left on the clock, and they're going to be in a bit of a tight spot. They're running low on time here, NIP. They need a bomb plant in this situation. Get in there.
Oh, this might be done. They might be better off saving this. Look at Rez and Twist and their health as well. It's not a... so, the AWP is a lot to save, but the rest don't have anything. If they had AKs, it would, be worth it.
Man.
Wow, this is a bit tough. 11 rounds for Navi, and the march back into the game is going to continue. It's, an AUG, though. Now we're talking.
Yeah, that was very kind of Flamey.
Yeah.
I hear you guys need guns. Saving the guns that you desperately need. Here, have another one.
Take one.
Just in case you want. You know, variety's the spice of life. They don't play with the Krieg anymore, but maybe they're missing the scope right.
Yeah, are there must be some. I can't remember off the top of my head, but I'm sure there are some. I'm gonna. If not,
it's not a thing that much of a thing anymore, I guess, right? That's kind of the main takeaway.
Nobody wants the stigma attached to it. No.
Indeed.
I want to play with it, but everyone will hate me.
Oh, quick through.
He called that out. Sure, he was the crew. Yeah, he knew. It definitely. Information is worth so much. So just the fact that they know that someone's out there. Look at it. 3 people waiting for it now, setting up with a flashbang. Are they going to go and hunt him down or just leave him out there? If they take too long, they might be slow to get to the B bomb site where there's going to be action in a second. There's the kill on Hampers. Good spot. And yeah, over at the other side, Perfecto has really come into his own. Nice spray down. Great triple kill. And Navi now catching fire 5 rounds in a row. And they're 1 round away now from equalizing the scoreline and bringing it back to 13-13. Man, this is turning into something rough, isn't it? Wow.
Perfecto waking up. He had some solid rounds on Inferno as well.
Yeah.
He is currently the closest to catching up to Simple.
And a 30th kill for Simple.
Yeah, got that 30 bomb. So, first 30 bomb of the tournament, Anders. You gotta savor that, and it's fitting to it.
Yeah, if you were placing bets, you wouldn't do too badly picking him for that kind of an order.
Flash.
Oh! Through the flames to take down Electronic. Boomich now wanting to go aggressive. Some of the NIP, well, maybe not so much. Looked like he wanted to actually take the swing. Trying to hold the angle for the second flashbang. Simple there to pick up the 1 kill, and Boomich actually take down Plopsky. So turning out in their favor, and Simple still all over the place. Fighting this time towards Pop Dog to get another kill. And yeah, he's just going to keep going. 33, just like that. And Twist is alone. Man, Navi not wanting to let go of this train map.
It's, yeah. Do we get a 40 bomb? First 40 bomb of the tournament? Is that possible? I mean, we got enough rounds left. Flame is gone. Twist going to town right now. Takes down Perfecto. 1v2. Bomb is getting camped, however, by the remaining 2 players for Navi. And so he's got his work cut out for him here. Trying to spot, trying to get info. Simple still holding with that up.
Yeah, and Navi now, I mean, as opposed to just 10 seconds ago, now they're playing it much smarter, saying, just don't let him have the fights. Oh, he actually finds it. What a shot from Twist. He wants to go for it. It's a 1-on-4, and he nearly does it. Man, that would have been brilliant, but Boomich will be there to close it down. You've got to, I mean, this is almost always the case with 1 versus 4s that are 1, is that you need, like, some help from the enemy team to make some mistakes, and Navi definitely did that, but still, that was very cool.
That was way, yeah, Electronics just kind of wiped the sweat off your brow there. That was way too close for comfort.
Yeah.
You just about let that one slip, and after doing all of that work, 5 rounds in a row, now 6 rounds in a row, now's not the time to be letting your foot off the gas. NIP will take full advantage. They will get back into this. They are close enough to steal this map away from you, Navi.
Well, I mean, hopefully it also serves as a bit of a reminder for Navi, right, to sort of say, hey, even if we think we're really, winning this and we're running it back and all the rest of it, don't don't take anything for granted. I mean, those were some really, really great shots out of Twist. Really
It always makes
impressive.
me happy to see Twist hit shots like that, though, because he's always had it, right?
Oh, yeah.
And so he has that capability of fragging hard.
He's also living in some alternate reality.
Yeah, what was that about?
He's playing from the upside down.
Wait a second. Did they back-to-back timeout?
Possibly? Yeah.
You're allowed to do that?
I guess you are. Listen,
I guess I should read the rule book.
it's easier sometimes to ask for forgiveness than it is for permission.
Indeed, you're right, as always. But
Just do it.
that is okay. So you can back-to-back chain timeouts. Interesting. We'll see. But good on it.
It sets, it sets up like a huge level of expectation. I want what's coming to be brilliant. Not in this round, but the next one, right? Like when they, like, you take a whole minute, I want you to really, really think it through, you know? I'm expecting some genius level stuff to come out once we're there. All right. Apparently the rules do say you can take as many as you want in a row. I mean, limit to 4, I'm assuming still, but
Yeah.
just keep calling them forever.
That would be the ultimate BM if you had 4 timeouts, and then on the 30th round, you're just like, yeah.
We're just gonna
All 4.
savor this moment.
Or the 30th round. If you wouldn't do it on the 30th round. If you were stomping him into the ground, right?
Exactly right.
The manner timeout.
Well, these pistols are not doing what NIP need them to do at the moment. Again, what was I think it was a 6-round gap at one point, and now it's about to be Navi taking the lead with a little single round here. So that's pretty impressive. That's a great job on them. Oh, Electronic getting maybe a little bit too eager there. But I don't think it matters. They have so much money on the Navi side, and they're in the lead now, 14-13. Again, a full minute timeout. So this round is going to be great. I have huge expectations.
I do too. Let's see. This would have been one of those rounds. I'm actually surprised that they rushed through this round. Just because if you're going for timeouts, if you want to, you can continue to talk during an eco. But
maybe they just wanted to
they just want to get this round out of the way, and
plan was so good. They were like, let's just get to it quickly.
Let's go. Okay. Well, 14-13. This is it. Nip. All or nothing now, boyos. You need to get it done. And there's Hampus straight out onto A side. He takes down Electronic. Flamey through the smoke. Drops Hampus. Boomich, one click is enough to give his position away. The Nip not in position to punish him for it.
Man, it's so hard to blame Hampus as well for that. I mean, he just did his job to perfection, and then he just gets down for the smoke. But that was everything they needed him to do, and it actually doesn't get them any further, does it? They're still kind of in a weird position. 2 smokes, 2 flashbangs, 1 Molotov on the NIP side. It's enough to get something done. I mean, but the problem is, they obviously want as many grenades as they can get their hands on to make life hard on Simple. If at all possible, try and get him out of position and have him play around the smokes with that. Oh, Plopsky going down to Boomich. Oh, and a flashbang is so perfectly timed. Not even to fight, just to escape. What a great teammate throwing that. I think that was Flamey setting that one up. Perfecto going down again. Yeah. Rez in the B bomb side. That's the 3rd time he's won that fight. He is such a resource, but not enough to take down Simple.
Yeah, Rez and Perfecto. That is just such a one-sided story. And now out onto the A side, Boomich in position at Pop Dog. He's going to be communicating this over, and they're going to catch them in a vice. Navi, now you let them plant, and then you face, because then it's a 3-on-1. As soon as that bomb is getting planted, you face now. There it is. They line up. Doesn't matter. You're going to get that round. Well done there on Navi's side. Match point for Navi, Anders.
I'm so impressed. I really, really think this is great. Navi are not always the kind of team I associate with these kind of comebacks. I feel like very, very often you see some stress and some frustration creeping into the game, but this has looked fantastic. So just a job well done. Yeah, Rez becoming Simple's 34th victim. And we'll see. They have 2 chances here in IP to try and bring it into overtime, or it's not going to work out. Navi looking really cool at the moment. And now the rest of the Navi team, I mean, Simple has got some backup now. The rest of them are really starting to pick it up, so that's also super encouraging.
It is just one of those situations where eventually they'll wake up, right? Simple, he's just keeping them in the game long enough for that to happen. And then the rest of the team comes online, and you've got a Navi who are just on this insane streak now in the second half. But it is looking like it's going to be...
yeah, this is from
a slow down here.
7-13 all the way to 15-13. Like, wow. Oh.
That's big. That's a flank gone. Ivy open now completely. Flamey isn't aware of that. He's worried about there being a trade frag, but now he's going to sneak out. He sees that nobody's there. And it's going to be the big drop. Oh, what? Rez survives with 7 HP.
That's so close, and with a Mac 10 as well. It's real interesting.
That looked like the head model was, the hitbox was hidden again behind the back. You know, look,
Something
Rez was
like
just
that.
crouched back.
Yeah, maybe that's like the latest addition to that meta game. You don't just don't face, you actually just crouch and look and
show. It does show nothing, just show the back. I don't know. That's maybe we're reaching there. But Electronic's gonna take Rez.
that's it. What can you do?
Yeah, 1v4, dude.
Not even a chance. He actually shot him like halfway through the wall for a headshot there. Twist now. He tried for the 1-on-4 earlier. This one is even more unlikely as there's only 15 seconds left. And Simple will take him down. 35 kills for the